Hey, welcome back. This is Coach Parker with CoachParker.org. How are you guys doing? Hey, I had a request for a video on how I call defense, sort of like I've been doing for my Power Wing Beast Offense ebook. So, I do have a defensive book out, the 6'2 Multi-8 Youth Football Defense. And so this is a video on gameplay strategy and how I call the defense against this particular opponent. This team we're about to get into is a Panther team we've been coaching for a couple of years. It is a 10-11U team, fairly experienced 6 or 7 players that came back. They get to stay on our team that we drafted or we froze. So it's a little bit better team than the one we're playing. The one we're playing, I think, is a first-year team that they put together. They do have some good athletes, but you'll see they're not totally organized as they should be. I'll post another video against a better team so you can see how we call against that and maybe a younger team. But let's get into the action here. As you can see, it looks like last fall here. And so let's see, I think this is just the intro. So here we go. This is the first play here. It looks like I'm in a double wide out of my book, which is like a split 6. And the reason is these guys from the scouting report, I remember, they pass a lot and try to run a lot of sweeps. And they do that to their split side. So we've got this split 6 here, or the double wide 6-2, what I call it in the book. And we've got our 2 big guys out at the edge. Linebackers are in the middle, but they can get over. Not really worried about them running in the middle. DN's out there. I think he takes a little bit too much of an inside crash that I like. But let's take a look at it, see what we got here. Yeah, he kind of comes inside. I let him play like that a little bit because he's our tailback and he's very, very fast. And this 20 is pretty fast too, but he makes a good adjustment there. I'd rather him been right on there than a little bit better back might have got there to the edge. So that was a good 10-yard loss there. Let's see what we got here. I think we're just going to get into a regular 6'2 wide tackle, which we are. It's second down and long, not really expecting too much out of them right here. Corners might be playing a little bit too far up than back that I like, but that's okay. Let's see what we got here. Looks like we're going to try to jam this receiver or get on him quick. They're trying to run up the middle. Looks like our nose guard, who's a monster, actually just shot right through there. Now this is third and long. It looks like I'm going into a 5'2 monster here. I've scooted a D-back here. The corner now is coming over and playing more kind of like I like it when they just have a tight end set there. We're thinking they're probably running over here or passing. Let's see what they do here. And they try to go up the middle, and we're not going to have any of that. So that was pretty quick there. And you can see those first 3 defenses there. We went from a double wide to a wide tackle right into a 5'2 monster with the extra deep back on that third and long. Fourth here, I think we're going for a punt return. I think they're going to punt. So we got a punt return set up here. And they kind of just pooch this thing. Doesn't really do too much. Back shouldn't have really been playing like that, but there we go there. So that was fourth. Okay, the second series here. I think they get some good plays off on here. Looks like I'm in just a 6'2 wide tackle again. I'm probably trying to get the MPP player some plays in there at nose guard right now. So let's see what they got going on here. I think they make a pass right over the middle, which the linebackers, right, guys? Linebackers should let those guys sit there like that. They should have knocked those guys down. I hate tight ends over the middle like that. And we had a big talk after this game of that. I think I'm still in this. I'm still in this 6'2 wide tackle here. Let's see. Oh no, it looks like I went to a 5'2 monster because I've got this monster back over here. So he's kind of playing a little extra. He's coming up now. And he's coming up in extra linebacker. And they run this reverse on us. You can see the DN got really tight. This is the first year, or maybe the second season this DN's played. He should be here. He should not have come up so high. One popped him up and lets this guy get way underneath him, and you can see it go. And I think our corner here makes a good play just by trying to get his hands on him, slowing him down. And they made a couple of good plays there, and I think I jumped on the defense. So we've got our MPPs out, it looks like. So this team was more of a passing sweep team, so I like to stay in the 5-3 and the 5-2 monster a little bit more. And that's kind of what I've got going on. And the reason I can do that is I got 3 huge, basically D tackles for my down guys here, and 2 really, really good DNs that are very, very fast. So that's what's going on here in this 5-2 monster thing. So here we go. What do we get going on here? I think they try to make a pass again down the middle, and yeah, we're not having anything to do with that, and we get a big sack on that. Here they go again. We're in this 5-2 monster again. They're trying something there. Big tackle says no. There it is right there. So it's 3rd and long. I'm sitting back in here in this 5-2 monster again, or 5-3. And they're going to sweep. DN kind of crashes a little bit more, just barely gets a hand, but that corner or the outside linebacker came up really well on that. So I was pretty happy with that. Yeah, it's 4th and long. I think this is another punt. So they're going to punt. I think I've got a return on with my guy back. Yeah, I've got a punt on, and they go over his head. And this is another reason why you don't punt, really. They were going to give us the ball like on the 40-yard line, and they shot that thing over his head, and now we're on like the 30. So be careful of that. So this is the 3rd or 4th series here. It looks like I'm in a 6-2 wide tackle with a golf tee split with a that golf tee is a stack here over the nose guard here, where the 2 A-gappers basically stack over the center and they go. So let's see what this looks like. Little confusion in the offense, which is okay with me. And here we go with the stack. And kind of confusing. Our DN does a good job by taking on the 2 blockers. I'd like him to be a little bit stronger there. Looks like the corner sees this. We'd really like the linebacker kind of getting up in here now. Once he's over, he's kind of slow there. But he's playing a little slower than I would like. But our D-line takes care of it. Now, I must have had I guess because of the split over here, we're putting that monster guy over here. But why I didn't see this in the game, this monster here, because we're in the 5-2 monster, probably should have been on the wide side of the field. But I think I was trying to read something here with this guy. So that might be the reason. But here we go. So we're in this 5-2 monster with an 8. And they run opposite on that. You know, that always makes you happy when you set up a good blitz and they go opposite, because that would have been perfect on that side. I think I do the same thing again on this play. They're trying to get some yards back. This is still the wide side of the field over here to their sideline. And I'm still blitzing this guy over here in the 8 hole, and they go up the middle. But hey, that's fine. Why go up the middle on like 3rd and long? Now let's see what I got in here. Oh, I'm definitely in the 5-2 monster. I got 2 backs deep. Thinking they were going to pass to the tight end. They try to run up the middle. And trying to run up the middle on our big dudes is going to be tough. So this is like the 5th series. I don't know what they did here. Let's see. That camera got in pretty quick. Looks like we're just in a 6-2. Actually, we're in a 5-2 again. And they're not doing much. They're still trying to come up the C gaps with those huge tackles in there. That's not really going to happen. They're going to pass again. It's like they're releasing that kid down the middle, and he just kind of throws it up, and linebackers aren't going to let that happen again, and we intercept it. That's the thing. If you make a mistake one time on the play, make sure that you're not going to allow them to do that particular play again, and talk to your defense about that. We didn't. So we're up like 21. I'm not too scared about this play. We're back in the 6-2 wide tackle here. It looks like, oh no, we're in a double wide. You can see this big gap. Two linebackers here. This is a first down play. I know that they like to either run wide or sweep on these first downs, so that's what's going on here. So let's see what they do. And actually they're trying to go down the middle, but he doesn't know what to do because they're not used to running down the middle because they hardly ever did before this game, and they get popped. So here we go. And that's exactly what we want to do on defense, is take away what they're used to doing, so they have to try to come up with something else, which causes confusion in the backfield and the offense, and then we can make easy plays on defense. So it looks like we're in the 6-2 wide tackle again here. Just regular base for us. He's going to try to throw. They get offsides or something. I think they've got another quarterback in or something's going on, and it's not working out. So he's going to try to throw again. Our big mad dog tackle here, that's his nickname, says no, I'm not going to have any of that, and goes down. So I think it's 3rd and long. I think I'm really not worried about him, so I'm sitting in base again. He gets an offsides. So there we go. Kid really wanted to go after that pass pattern, I guess. Let's see. It's 3rd and long again. I'm still sitting in base because I'm not thinking they're really doing anything. And then my DN and big tackle there say nope, and it's a huge loss for them. And I think it's now like 4th and about 30. I have switched back into the 5-2 monster with 2 deep backs. Corners are stepping back. I've got a guy out there on the spread, on the split receiver. And so they actually, looks like they're going to punt. I had 2 guys back. I'm telling them now probably to get away from it. And they do. Can't really see what happened there. Let's see if I can see it again. Looks like they tried to get a pass off. And there's a penalty on that. Or that was us. I can't really tell. All right, so here we go. I am back into the 5-2. I've got the 2 deep back here. The corners are out here. I think we're up like 35 or something. We're just trying to make sure they don't go crazy. And the DN gets in here trying to kind of sweep wide pass, and that's just not going to happen on us the way we play our DNs. We play our DNs at an angle that shoots to a mesh point that's 2 yards behind his nearest, deepest back, which really sets us up for a nice sweep mesh angle there, and then he comes back or falls for anything that goes underneath him, and that's really tough to deal with. So we're way ahead. We're still sitting in this 5-2, nothing too crazy, and linebackers are picking that up. We're just trying to kill time here, not let them score. And let's see what I did here. Yeah, it looks like I put in somebody here to get some plays or get some tackles. He's looking around, but this is just a regular 6-2 wide tackle here. I'm not really worried about him too much. And they're going to try to run this reverse again, and they get nailed on it. And it's not going to happen. Yeah, same thing. Still in this 6-2 wide tackle. I think it's 4th down. I think we're going for a punt return here. Another reason why, well, he's trying to punt here in the back of his end zone, which was really tough. He gets it off, but always punt to the sidelines. Don't punt down the middle of the field, you guys, because we usually have a really good guy back there that's going to take that punt, and he's going to run it down on you. So you guys that like to punt, it's okay to punt if you punt out of bounds, or you got this hot shot punter that can punt 60 yards. But be careful of punting a 30-yard pooch to my tailback that's sitting there. Let's see what we've got here. It looks like we're in the 5-2 again. We're just, we're way ahead. They've gone to another quarterback. He's going to try to sweep. He does get a good sweep on us. Was I playing somebody else at D-end, or was the D-end asleep out there? That makes me mad just seeing this. Yeah, I've got a D-end that normally doesn't play D-end out there. giving him some time, and that's what happens there. So that happens. No big deal there. He was kind of playing a read thing, which we don't normally do. I think I put the real guys back in now. We're in a 5-2. They got to the 50. I don't want them to score. And this is a total breakdown either. Looks like on them again. They're confused. We're in the 5-2 again. Playing just not wanting them to score. Dean really doesn't come up and do what he's supposed to do there, but they're just wasting time as they're running down the field here. Still in the 5-2. They're trying to go down the middle and get a couple of yards. This thing is really kind of over. I guess I can continue to go through this. But as you can see, that's how I call a defense on a bad team here. We're stacking. If you can see over here, we're stacking in the 5 hole. Of course, they run to the 6 again. That's makes me so happy when I call that kind of stuff. And they go the opposite way, but oh well. I think we were supposed to stack on the 4, but those guys didn't hear me either, so that would have worked out. So now I'm just in like a 6-3 kind of thing. Really not wanting to do too much. Or that was a punt formation again. He punts it right down the middle of the field to my tailback again. So this is why you just do not punt down the middle of the field, because you can get that. And that was almost it. So, hey, that was a defensive game that I called against not a so good team in our age group division. I'll try to get up a team that was one of the top tier teams and show you what we call. There wasn't a lot of blitzing or things going on. We were going in and out of 3 or 4 fronts there. We didn't blitz a lot on this team because we knew we could beat them fairly easily and didn't really need to risk anything or really show anything on tape. So again, this was Coach Parker with CoachParker.org. Check out my book, the 6'2 Multi-8 Youth Football Defense ebook on CoachParker.org for $24.99. I've also got an offensive book out there, the Power Wing Beast Offense for $24.99, both over at CoachParker.org. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it, comment, support me by buying my books. You can donate over at my webpage too, a couple of bucks if you like the video. But hey, hope you're having a great day and a good season. And remember, play for fun and winning is funner. This is Coach Parker. Ciao.